Gulliver's Travels, Laputa, Part 3.
He thought the ocean would finally let him die after the tiny people, after the world of giants. Gulliver no longer understood what was real. The sea around him was endless, dark, violent. Rain crashed against the small wooden boat as thunder rolled across the sky. Every wave felt strong enough to flip him into the black water below. He could barely breathe. His hands trembled as he held onto the broken edges of the boat. He was exhausted, starving, and completely alone. The storm above him felt unnatural, almost alive, as if something in the sky was watching him move across the ocean. Then suddenly, the light disappeared, not slowly. Instantly, the ocean around him became darker than before, like the entire sky had been covered by something massive. Gulliver looked upward, confused at first, then terrified. Above the clouds, there was a shadow, huge, impossible. Something enormous was floating in the sky. Lightning flashed across the storm clouds for a split second, and that's when he finally saw it. An island, a gigantic island suspended in the air above the ocean. His breathing stopped. The floating land moved silently through the clouds, blocking the moonlight as if it controlled the sky itself. Strange mechanical sounds echoed from above. Chains, metal, deep vibrations humming through the storm. Gulliver tried to row away, but the water beneath him began to pull unnaturally toward the shadow overhead. Then something descended from the darkness. Giant chains, a metallic platform slowly lowering from the floating island. Figures stood above him, barely visible through the rain and fog, watching him in silence. He wanted to run, but there was nowhere to go. The platform stopped beside his boat. For several seconds, nothing happened, only the sound of rain and distant thunder. Then the platform suddenly moved upward, lifting Gulliver into the sky, higher and higher above the ocean. The storm below became smaller. The clouds surrounded him completely. His heart pounded as the floating island finally revealed itself through the fog. Towers, bridges, massive structures unlike anything he had ever seen before. It looked ancient and impossibly advanced at the same time. When he stepped onto the island, the people there immediately felt wrong. They walked slowly, distracted, staring at the sky instead of each other. Some carried strange, glowing devices filled with symbols and calculations. Others whispered numbers to themselves while moving through the giant streets. No one reacted normally to Gulliver's arrival. It was as if they already expected him, as if he had been part of their plans long before he arrived. The deeper he traveled into Laputa, the stranger everything became. Giant mechanisms turned beneath the city streets. Entire buildings moved silently with hidden machines. Massive rooms were filled with maps of the world below. Some showed oceans, others showed cities covered in strange symbols. And in every room, people watched him without emotion. Then Gulliver noticed something terrifying. The citizens of Laputa moved together, perfectly together. Sometimes an entire crowd would stop walking at the exact same moment. At first he thought it was coincidence, but it kept happening again and again, like they were connected by something invisible. One night, while exploring a dark corridor beneath the island, Gulliver discovered a giant, glowing symbol carved into a metallic wall, an eye watching. The moment he touched the symbol, lights across the corridor flickered violently. A deep, mechanical sound echoed through the island. Then, he heard a voice, calm, cold, close to his ear. "You should not have seen this." Gulliver turned instantly. No one was there. His breathing became faster as he backed away from the wall. That's when he realized the truth. Laputa was not simply a floating island. It was watching the world below, controlling it, studying it, and somehow it already knew everything about him. He ran deeper into the island, eventually discovering a hidden chamber filled with giant lenses and observation devices pointed toward the earth below. Entire cities were being watched from above. Giant maps tracked the movement of ships across oceans. Strange calculations covered the walls. Then he saw something that made his blood freeze. Records of him, drawings, notes, his journeys through Lilliput, the world of giants, everything. They had been observing him from the beginning, maybe even before the storm. Gulliver stumbled backward in shock as the island around him suddenly began to move. Massive mechanisms activated beneath the floors. The lights dimmed. Somewhere outside, giant metallic structures rotated across the sky. Laputa was changing direction, and then the citizens stopped moving again. Every single one of them, frozen, silent, watching him. At the exact same time, Gulliver realized he was never a traveler. He was part of something much bigger, something planned, something controlled. And now,